Said you wanna be a player, don't wanna play the game. Players hustle through, they all the same. Said you wanna be a player, don't wanna play the game. Players hustle through, they all the same. Show me the money, ooh.
Quarantine.
Let's do it.
Before I even get started on quarantine, the first thing I want to say is a lot of people who are bored, I believe they're bored and irritated because they're coming to the realization that they are boring people. Clubs are closed. I want to say 25% of women lost all their power. That's where they usually...
That's where the OnlyFans come in.
That's where they usually jump all their power at the club. People who can go out and socialize. Majority of fat people lost their power because there's only so many things we can do as chunky, bigger individuals. You know, you got to have a great personality, be funny, like yada, yada, yada. Like, you got to have something else other than looks. But now that people ain't around you all the time, it's kind of a downfall.
Kind of goes off the looks. Now that you can't be around to express your
Correct.
Your personality.
Correct. So, but
Okay.
I know all the quarantine I've had to deal with been fucking fire.
Yeah, I think us personally, non-biased, we've been killing quarantine.
Yes.
Like, nigga, this has been a real vacation.
Let another quarantine slide.
Like, what? This shit has been fire. Like,
Yeah.
Cooking videos.
Thank you.
Video games.
Thank you.
All kind of shit. I'm not gonna get into everything just because I know we're gonna have our own.
It's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? But we've been doing some shit though, and it hasn't felt like I'm bored.
No.
What am I gonna do?
Right.
I haven't felt that. I mean, I have once, but I feel that shit regardless. I mean, whether it's quarantine or not. You just take those off so you can see.
Yeah.
But,
Thank you. I can't fucking see shit.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, it's quarantine is. Let's take a cheers to our quarantine because.
And take another shot. What is this? This feels like drink champs.
Fuck, man.
When niggas run out of shit to say,
as long as they're not clapping, I don't give a fuck. Why can't people figure out shit to do? In your opinion, not actual answers.
Yeah, my opinion. I think I'm just gonna piggyback off of what you said. Like a lot of people, they don't have hobbies. They don't. They're not that outgoing in general. A lot of people are very timid and shy. They don't engage in the things that you have to do to make sure that you always have something going on, or
right.
And that's really why I think. But I don't really want to focus on why people are having bad times. Me personally, I kind of want to give people advice what they should do
right.
to make sure.
I want to get to that.
Get to that, yeah. But I just think that people need to do a lot of self searching, a lot of soul searching,
self evaluation.
Yeah, you have to do that. Now is the time to tackle the demons that you do have and conquer them. Like, now is the time. As corny as that sounds, but
no, I mean it sounds fine in a way. I feel like a lot of people are in somewhat of the same situation. You could say that I'm in, or that we were both in. Like, we weren't getting solid, concrete information from our job, so we don't know if we're working or if we're not working. We don't know if we can. The frustration and everything hitting at once. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't go to work. You're not supposed to go outside. Mm-hmm. You don't know if your job is essential or not.
Are you getting any income?
You don't know if the income's there.
Working? Yeah.
Right. So it hits everyone at one time. Yeah. And so many people have been doing the same thing and the same routine for so long.
For sure, yeah.
And then now when that's interrupted, like, it's like, okay, cool, I got a week off.
It's a clash.
But once they realize, like, shit, it's been 3 weeks and I have no income. Now that's when the boredom, I think, comes in my mind. But on, like you said, the positive, on the contrary of that, I have been seeing a lot of new hobbies being started by a lot of my friends, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean,
cool.
I think to get through this whole quarantine thing, for one, just like one of the comments that I just received right now, people don't know how to be alone. That's like a personal thing that you have to handle to be able to be alone. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's heavy too.
Yeah,
So
it's
go ahead.
heavy. So it's a real big that goes beyond this whole quarantine thing.
Right,
but
right.
if you can handle being by yourself in general, then you can pretty much handle a lot of shit.
You can
so
handle life.
You'll be able to you'll be able to kill. You can be able to knock this quarantine shit out.
Right.
If you can handle being alone. A lot of people aren't good at that. But
No.
you know, being on a positive note, like where we're going to
Yeah.
is if you don't really know what to do, you know, like I suggest going on YouTube or Instagram and like think about the things that you search. Think about the things that excite you.
Mhm.
You know, like if you're into drawing, if you're into music, if you're into clothing, if you're into soccer, whatever it is, it's just pursue it a little bit. You know, it doesn't have to be a lot.
No.
Or try something new. Pick up a new hobby. You know, get into cooking. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
a big one.
like cooking will definitely teach you a lot about yourself
Yeah.
and others.
Right,
you know, like nothing feels better than cooking a meal and then feeding someone or you know your clan or
And
you
they
know what I mean,
enjoy
your
it.
people and they like it. Like that shit is so
Yeah.
fulfilling.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? And like I got that shit from you. Like I just started cooking
Appreciate
since
you.
this shit happened, and like yo, that shit's it's been a blast. Kind of just it's like art. You know, you kind of just throw your own shit together and
Well, I
Proceed.
want to give you a little bit of credit. You have been cooking before, but since all this shit started, you have been experimenting
yes,
with things you're uncomfortable cooking, which is really cool. And I definitely believe that people should start DIYing things. Like a lot of stuff, like you said, they look up shit that they like to do, and a lot of people will feel like it's too expensive.
Mhm.
Well, spend this time that you have trying to create something.
Mhm.
Who knows? You might DIY something and then create something that makes life easier for everybody else, and then never have to work for anybody else again.
Mhm.
Like use this time. Like
Yeah.
don't. I mean, I am one. I damn near finished Netflix. Like I know I'm not getting paid to do it, but don't just finish Netflix.
yeah. Don't just don't just be
no
in the stump.
measurements.
I got another comment on here that says so many people aren't financially prepared for this, which is 100% correct.
Yeah.
And not being financially prepared will put you in a stump. It'll
dark
put you in a
place.
dark place where it's like, fuck, I can't focus on myself right now. I need to focus on these bills, nigga.
Terrifying.
Like you sitting here talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm just me talking to me. You know what I mean? You sitting
No,
here
I
talking
get
about find a hobby, nigga. Fuck a hobby. I need to make sure my roof.
The hobby
is
gonna
over
make
my
me
head.
money?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. So you know what I'm saying? It's like if financial problems aside, just I know we're not supposed to be outside and mixed into the shit.
Correct.
But there's no law saying you can't go for a walk.
No.
Like you can go for a walk. You can go to the park.
Mhm.
You can get outside a little bit. Like don't shelter yourself in too much because you know us as humans we do kind of need that interaction with the world. You know what I mean? It's not psychologically it fucks us up to be alone. Even though it's a little contradicting from what I said before, when you have to be able to be alone, but that doesn't mean you have to be isolated.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
that's like being in prison, and you
Yes.
gotta go to the box.
Yes.
That's what makes people crazy when they come out of
Yes.
prison
Yes.
because they have to go into the box.
Word.
And the biggest thing for me is I know we can't go. I know we're supposed to go outside. I know we're not supposed to go outside. And don't think I'm not taking it serious. I am. But there's a lot of times when I'll go out and I don't wear rubber gloves because that's where the virus will live, on the rubber gloves. I don't wear those unless if I'm at work and we touch just a bunch of nasty shit.
That's different.
But that's different. But like normally I'm not going outside wearing gloves. I have never used, well, I have used Purell, but since the pandemic I don't use Purell
Breaks
because
down your immune system.
breaks down my immune system. Like I need to be able to strengthen my immune system. I wear a mask a lot because I have a habit of touching my face. So to avoid me touching my face, I put my mask on. And the only time my hands go to my face is when I'm fixing my mask. And then all my masks are cloth, so I try to wash them, make sure they're cool. But people should be aware, but not terrified.
Yes.
If that makes any
Be
sense.
cautious.
Be cautious.
Be
There we go.
cautious. You know what I'm saying? Like, be aware of what's going on. Actually, be tapped into this new world that we're living in right now because this shit is different. We've never experienced this before. This is a brand new pandemic for all of us. So it's like we can't live life normally like how we used to live. So
Right.
we have to adjust. But in that adjustment does not mean that we need to be isolated from one another.
Correct.
I agree with the 6 feet rule. I agree with all the rules that are out right now.
I like 6 feet before, after the pandemic.
Regardless.
Like, get back.
Get back, nigga. You in my bubble.
Yeah.
I don't need you in my bubble. Back up, nigga.
I'm not a fan.
You know
Not
what
a
I'm saying?
fan, bro.
You know, but you know, we just have to adjust. There's still ways to enjoy life. Like,
Right.
you know, it's not the end of the world.
Right.
Even though it feels dark right now. It feels real muddy and we don't know when this shit is going to end. But at the same time, we need to find a way to find the best out of this situation. I mean,
Yeah.
It might sound like I'm rambling, or it might sound like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of, well, duh, nigga. But it's true, though. And,
Yeah.
like, people need to hear it.
100%. And then
You know what I'm saying?
you're a lot of people need to know that they're not alone.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be okay. I got 2 comments here. One of them says that, do you think that the pandemic and the shelter in place will drive people to spend less money on material things in the future? Is one. Think about that. And then the next one is, working on yourself will increase your earnings with money and power and strength in the future. Once you
Yes.
figure out who you are, it'll
Yes.
be easier.
Yes.
But I figure we'll tackle the first one first, kind of. We'll hit that point. Like, I honestly feel like the pandemic is a up or down situation for me. So, like, me personally, I am not qualified for unemployment. I'm living lower than what I want. Like, I don't have as much money as I did. I felt like I was how you say it? Frugal?
Frugal.
Frugal. Say it again.
Frugal. You hear this nigga? Y'all hear this nigga? Yeah, and then he be on me, though.
Ah!
Frugal.
Frugal. What did I say?
Say it like a white man. Frugal.
Frugal.
See?
Oh!
Yeah, I mean,
Frugal. I have been very frugal this weekend.
yeah,
I
now
said it
say
wrong
like
again.
Deshaun.
Frugal.
What the fuck is that roll?
I sound like a fucking bulldog.
Yeah.
But I can tell you one thing. I may or may not change the way I spend my money, but I can tell you one thing, that in the next 10 years, when another pandemic happens again, I will be prepared for it. 100%. Like, all the money I've been spending on bug out bags and, you know, like rope, all the shit, all the shit I've been buying, like, I needed to be saving and prepping. And so when this happens again in 10 years, because based on history, it happens every fucking 10 years,
Yeah.
some sort of situation which caused us to go into I don't want to say depression, because we're not in a depression, but
it's not a financial depression, but it is a social depression.
Right.
Depression for sure.
So whatever the case is, like, I don't feel like, I know I will be prepared for it.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about that question. People spending less money in the future,
I
being
think
more frugal.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do agree. I do feel like now people are focusing on the necessities more than the luxuries.
Okay.
So I think that when it comes down to what you're willing to spend your dollar on, this shit that we're going through right now, you're gonna think back on. You know what I mean? It's like, do I really need that? You know,
Right.
I think this shit is going to increase savings.
Right.
So it's like, you know, do I really need to spend that $100 on, I don't know,
Supreme.
X, Y, and Z? Yeah, Supreme, or, you know what I mean, $200 on fucking headphones that don't even go in your ear. Like, do I really need to do that? You know what I mean? Or should I just put that shit to the side?
Right.
You know, and kind of just keep it for me? Because
Yeah.
now we're in a state where, like, everything is, I won't say everything, but most things are like me. I need to make sure that I'm okay. I need to make sure that I'm okay. I'm good.
If you're okay, you can take care of your family.
Exactly. And, you know, before this happened, we was all spending money freely because we knew it was coming back.
Yeah.
We knew it was coming back. So it's
Yeah.
like, I can blow this shit. It's coming right back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So this shows us that it ain't going to always come back. It's not.
And it can be gone.
It could be gone.
I guess
So,
my question to what you said is, my concern is now people are only focusing on me because this is what they have to, because everything is closed. Once everything opens back up again, like the floodgates are fucked.
there's going to be a wave of spenders.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
For sure.
my Amazon cart has 36 items in it.
Yes.
And I don't order it because it's going to take 2 weeks to get here, and I
Yes.
don't need none of the shit that's in there.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
I have an Amazon problem.
For sure.
I know I do, so I just leave shit in my cart now.
For sure. There is going to be a wave of spenders.
Let the vape shop open tomorrow.
Yeah, motherfuckers is cashing out.
You know what I mean?
Whatever luxury that they didn't have, people are really kind of fiending for it right now. So that wave will happen, but it's only going to happen for so long, and then people are going to get to the, oh shit, well, you know, let me chill out. Let me chill out on the extras, you know, because they see that it's not a necessity. It's a luxury.
Yeah.
And us as Americans, we thrive off of luxuries. Like we thrive off that shit. Like we treat luxuries like it's a necessity.
It's a flex.
I mean, it's a flex on other countries, but you know, like when you do step foot on other countries and you see that, yo, they're getting by like that, it's like, yo, I can't do it. But it's like, no, you can. It's just you're so accustomed to the luxuries and to the fake juice and to the fucking steaks, to the shrimps, you're so accustomed to these higher class items that you think you couldn't get by on the regular basics. Right.
Like you gotta hold shit down. My comments are going crazy right now. Like I do feel like though if people invest in themselves, they'll be stronger coming out of this pandemic.
Yes.
And then find a better way to generate cash, to generate their self.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I think right now it will be the perfect time to brainstorm and find a way that you can bring some money to yourself.
Right.
So like with you and your brand, right?
Okay.
Once this shit is over with and people are willing to spend money, because you know everyone won't be on the wave of blowing a bag.
Yeah.
But they
won't have the bag to blow.
Yeah, but it's still a big part of America that's fiending to go out and spend money. That's just what drives people. I used to be a part of that. I think I'm probably still a part of that.
You and me both though.
I'm still a part of that wave that like, yo, so I spend money and it make me feel better when I get the things I want. You know? But if you have something, so when the consumers come, they can buy, boom, you're eating off of that. Like you just have to play the game. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know the crowd is coming. The crowd is coming soon. If you have something to offer them, to sell them.
Right. They on the way because they all want to buy shit.
They all want to spend money anyway. Some people just needs to spend money.
Right.
And like I mean it sucks, but I do think that I'm a part of. Shit, I haven't even stopped spending money since this whole quarantine. I probably spent more money during the quarantine than not.
That makes sense.
You know.
That makes sense. And then at the same time, it's like I feel like you can spend more money because you have more time to think about spending money. When you gotta work, there's 8 hours of your day when you can think about it, but you don't got time to do it. By the time you get off work, you need to decompress and then get ready for the next day.
Yes.
Like now, you got a lot of free time to do a bunch of shit.
Yes.
To think about and search and then find stuff like I probably do need that.
Yeah.
I probably could use that. And I had that issue on Saturdays and Sundays. Like I'm not working 5 days a week
for nothing.
Well, I mean now in particular, like I'm not working 5 days a week now. I'm working 2 or 3 whenever they need me. But on the days that I'm off, that gives me more time to fill up that fucking Amazon cart. And then my brother just said, like, bro, buy Amazon stock. And then put it, he said, bro, go to Cash App and invest in Amazon stock. That shit like $435.
Yeah, I mean.
God damn.
You can, you know. And it also, it really boils down, it sucks because it boils down to financial. And like financial shit is kind of what I kind of want to stay away from, just because like that shit is math. Either you got it or you don't.
You got it or you
like
don't.
There's no like inner thing you can tap into to find happiness.
No.
So if the happiness is fueled off of financial shit,
right,
then it's kind of scary. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like you said today, like the roads are starting to look more normal. There's more people out.
Yes.
And then Jamba Juice was open today. Five Guys Burger was open. Not just a window, but in the inside.
The whole shit.
Like shit is starting to open back up slowly but surely. But with fucking Arizona fucking up the first time, and then now Orange County opened up the beaches, and then now it's more like people think because one shit open, like everybody run to it. No,
it don't work like that.
No.
But you know, honestly though, you have to let the sheep be sheep.
100%.
You have to.
100%.
You know, you can't save everyone. You just have to make sure that you hold the responsibility of making sure that you're going to be okay and not do dumb shit. And hopefully, you know, you can influence the people around you if they're not already on that page.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the sheep that's going to run right to everything and act like we're right back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be the ones that cause a second quarantine.
Second, third, fourth. I found out today,
You know what I
based
mean?
on all the videos I've been watching, that we are in quarantine 3.5 right now, phase 3.5. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I had no idea. I thought this was phase 2 since I don't know you spoke COVID.
Since it was the second month.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I just think now though, on a positive note, now is the time to enjoy
Time with your family.
time with your family and your life, whatever the fuck that is. I know that's super broad, but whatever your life consists of, enjoy it and try to pick up some new hobbies. You know, try cooking, man. I just picked up a bike. Like I've been trying to bike.
You've been rolling.
You too. Yeah,
You've
you know
been
what I'm
rolling.
saying. And like that's something that we've been saying we was gonna do for the longest.
2 years.
2 years since we moved into this motherfucker. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And like now we actually have the time to do it. Thank God we have the finances to do it too, because
Right.
I know that comes into play.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like you have to enjoy your life. Wake up with with the schedule sometimes. I don't always wake up with a schedule, but sometimes I do. You
Some
know
sort
what
of
I'm
a
saying?
positive mindset at
Sometimes,
least.
yeah, you know, it's like, man, it's fucking nice.
Yeah.
You know, like shit. If you smoke weed, smoke weed.
Smoke a lot.
Smoke weed, and go for a walk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't just sit in the house
Don't
like you
sit in your
normally
house.
do.
Your house, your room can make you depressed than a motherfucker. It can.
No matter
I know
how
that's,
big or small it
that's
is.
some people's safe haven for
Right.
some people. But man, I know for me personally though, if I spend too much time in my room, in those four walls, it makes me dark, man.
Yeah.
It does not feel good.
No.
It does not feel good. And I'm okay with being alone, but I'm not okay with being like feeling encaged.
Even if it is a safe haven, too much of something is bad.
It's bad for you.
It's
regardless,
really, really
regardless,
bad.
regardless,
Safe haven or not.
regardless.
But
Yeah.
on the contrary, like, I feel like I keep using that word for no fucking reason. But I feel like people who are not everyone, because I know there's a lot of people out there who are, but everyone who's not right now, like, try to find some positivity.
Yes.
Try to find something that's
Yes.
gonna keep you moving and keep the drive going, regardless if you can't get any assistance. Like, there has to be something that you can do to figure out. You got the time to figure it out.
Yes.
Fucking, you got a couple dollars, download Fortnite, play that shit, and then join the next tournament.
Something.
Them kids winning $16 million.
Something.
Like you said, learn how to cook, ride a bicycle.
Something, you know what I mean? And you know what I have find interesting about quarantine is that this shit showed how many people pay attention to what you do.
Right.
Like this shit, it really showed it. You know what I
Right,
mean? It really
right.
showed it. Like one thing I do like is the interactions with people that you don't normally interact with has went up. You know, so
That too.
so like let's say for an example, like I'll go on live and like people will come on and I'll talk to people on live and people actually respond and talk back.
Which is cool.
Which is, I think, is cool
Yeah.
because you know, like, what the fuck else are we doing this for? What are we on Instagram for? What are we on Snapchat for? What are we on TikTok for? What are we on all these platforms
Interaction.
to fucking be social, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a social media platform,
Right.
So
Right.
it became too much of just strictly entertainment with no engagement,
Okay.
and I feel like it brought back the engagement.
Right.
I think that shit's pretty cool. Like I'm a fan of that.
It's like I posted the other day on my page, like, now doctors, nurses, police officers, firefighters, they're being glorified.
Which they
Like,
should have always been.
You know what I mean? It's
Facts.
always been. I get it. We don't have no sports, which is fucking killing me. But I can watch YouTube highlights.
Sports
But
is a luxury.
sports is a fucking luxury.
Doctors and people in the medical field is
It's a necessity.
necessity. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Like, I don't have a favorite doctor.
no.
I got a favorite sports player in one of the sports.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what I gravitate to. It's just like people always say, fuck the police till they need them.
Facts.
I don't fuck with the police, you always fuck with me, but when you're in trouble, you want to call 911. Like, I feel good that the people who are serving us, regardless if they're using our tax dollars or not, regardless if we're getting fucked over on tax dollars, yeah, I might be mad about it here or there, but at least they're being glorified in some sort of way. We're all still alive. We all can still breathe, and we still have the opportunity to be bored and be sad and have emotions and figure shit out.
Honestly, man, I know this whole pandemic thing is serious and it's a real thing, and we need to take it like, and we need to treat it like it's a real thing.
100%.
But, fam, we still have our lights on. We still have Wi-Fi. We still have a house.
We still have gas.
So that's most people though. The people that lost that shit,
Yeah.
prayers out. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But I'm not speaking to those people right now. That's
No.
a whole different
Another conversation.
conversation. But the people that are in the same boat as us, that still have family, that still got lights on, still got Wi-Fi, still got a house, what the fuck are you complaining about? What the fuck are you doing? Like, yo, you have, you know, we have computers in our pockets. You can go get any information you want. There's no excuse to be bored anymore.
Nope.
Like, that shit is, I was being nice earlier, but nigga, I'm turned up now.
Learn
Like-
something.
like-
Learn something.
Like, fam, what the fuck?
Learn something.
If you're not doing anything during these times, that is more of a personal thing
You
than
trash.
it is. I wouldn't even say you trash, but
I
it's more
would.
of a personal thing than it is the pandemic that's going on. You've always been going through some shit.
Not only that, like,
Like, it's not just this pandemic.
so like you said, your turn up turns me up. I reflect off energy, and my thing is like, they're excuses. They've always had excuses
Always
before,
had one.
and then now it's easier to have an excuse and then use that excuse because of the pandemic. You've constantly been blaming everything on everybody else rather than yourself. You can find something to do, you just don't want to do that because it's not entertaining.
Facts.
It goes back to how women don't choose when they go to the club. Men, they'll choose when they go to the club. Men won't get with certain women and women won't get with certain men, but they'll put on this flash ass outfit to get attraction from everybody,
Yeah.
male and female.
Yeah,
But then if the person who's attracted to them they don't fuck with, push them away. Like, it's, no one should be bored if, like you said, they got everything they have. Imagine this. Everybody who's listening or watching, imagine this. No gas,
Mm-hmm.
no food,
Mm-hmm.
no transportation,
Fucked up.
no communication with the government.
Down
You
bad.
gotta forge your own food and go fucking figure it out.
That's some real.
You gotta
boy,
protect you and your family on a
boy,
regular basis.
See?
There's no income coming in because there's nowhere you can spend it because everything's a ghost town. Book of Eli, I Am Legend. We are nowhere.
Dead.
Walking Dead.
That's
I
what
wish
I'm
some
saying.
zombies would come around this motherfucking. They got me waiting to use my blade.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
my
You know,
pocket.
you know what I mean? So it's like, even though it's a tough time for America,
Don't be pussy, bro.
it ain't the end of the world.
Pussies are actually
our,
strong. So
Our pandemic is still better than some of these third world countries. You know what I mean? But people don't really appreciate it. They just fucking complain because the luxuries are gone.
bam,
And it's like, yo,
bam.
you have to understand that these are luxuries.
Bam.
Like, this isn't. I mean, I complain about it too, but I still know. You know what I mean? Like, I know. Like, I'm bullshitting when I complain. You know what I mean? It's like, man, fuck, vape shop ain't open. I can't get my juice. But like, I know when I lay down when I go to bed, I'm all right, nigga.
But at the
Like,
same time, the vape shop was closed, and then what did you do? You figured out another fucking way to get your vape because you have a computer in your pocket. You found a way to get your necessities, your luxuries,
my luxuries. Yeah.
because you figured it out via phone, iPad, whatever it was. You didn't sit in your room and fucking pout.
No.
No,
Or jump online and then act like it's the end of the fucking world.
no. Don't write
You know what I
on
mean?
don't write on your Snapchats. Fucking your sad times. No one cares.
You know, and you know there is some people though that actually have you know, some things that they need to work on with them, and I don't mean to bash them, but those people need to work on that shit whether it's a pandemic or not. I'm strictly speaking to the people that just because it's a pandemic they want to use that as a blanket
Right.
to excuse all of the lazy fuck shit.
Right.
You know, what's the term? I can't think of the term right now. But you know, and it's like, oh, well, I can't do it because of this.
An excuse.
Yeah, but no, there's an actual term for it, but I
Yeah.
can't think of it right now. Yeah.
I feel like you said, like I get it. There are people who are dealing with shit
Yeah.
who like anxiety.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Anxiety. Exactly. That's a real thing.
like,
and I will
it-
never talk down on anyone with anxiety.
No, I feel like I get anxiety for certain situations.
Yeah, we all do.
And-
We all feel it.
And I
to a certain
completely
degree.
understand that. But what those people have to understand and what they need to know is if you know you're dealing with that, if you feel that pain on a regular basis, stay off of social media. Because it's kind of like if, always go back if someone passes away. Everyone hits you on their phone saying, sorry about it, sorry about it, sorry about it. I feel like 75% of those people are saying, don't forget about me, don't forget about me, don't forget about me. Social media is a place that you're going to get bullied, you're going to get bashed, people are going to deal with it. If you're dealing with something, then you deal with it. Don't post it.
No.
Don't fish, Hopefully
No.
you're gonna catch something
No.
that's gonna help you
No.
or blanket your situation.
It never does,
no.
man. Like I've done it. I've done everything that
No.
I speak on. I've done.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like I've been the guy that
I'm not
been
saying
through
you in
some
particular, but
shit. Yeah, but like I've been the guy that been through some shit and then put it online, hoping that that someone would see it, and then DM me and say everything would be okay.
got you.
I mean, I haven't done that shit on Instagram, but like I've done it back in the day on like MySpace and shit. And,
Where-
like,
wherever you've
Facebook,
done it,
wherever
it
I've
doesn't
done
matter.
You know what I mean? Where they message me and be like,
Yeah.
everything will be okay.
You need some of that positive
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, you know, and like it's rare to get it. I think nowadays you're not going to get it.
No.
I mean, maybe.
Not if you post the shit on your story, because there's gonna be 50, 60 people who are gonna look at it, and then five of those people are gonna be sympathized towards you, and then the other 45 or the other 55 people are gonna be like, stop being pussy, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
for real.
Which is another thing we gotta stop saying. Like, pussies are very strong. They're very, very strong things. But still, at the next,
So yeah, pussy can handle a big boy. I
yeah.
tell you,
Oh man,
I'm strong.
Jesus Christ,
God damn, my home off a fist being.
you should be in prison,
Huh?
huh? Anyways,
Nah.
people need to start meditating and then finding therapy
Yes.
on social. I mean on YouTube. Find therapy on YouTube. Meditation helped me tremendously.
For sure.
My closet over there has been times where I will close the closet door, shut off the light, put on Lindsey Sterling, and just listen to the whole album and just shut
You
my.
stand there? You stand there?
I sit on the floor, on the
Oh,
closet.
oh.
Dark as fuck. I don't stand there. No.
That
fucking album long
I'm
as
like,
fuck.
bro, this nigga's a vampire. If he
No,
goes
I'm
in the
like-
closet,
I'm like
he
this.
just stand. Yeah, you know what I
You
mean?
open it up. Can I get some
Nigga-
shoes?
Nigga tripping.
Like, no.
Nigga tripping.
No,
on
no,
blood.
but that's like that's like a form of meditation for me, is to sit in a quiet, dark place and just shut everything down, or sit by the water. If I sit
Yes.
by the water, but it can't be like I'm at the beach and it's a bunch of shit going on. If
just
I'm
kind of by yourself.
by myself, and then I'm able to shut everything down and then categorize my mindset on my life.
Word.
Don't feel like you're weird because you're meditating.
No. I think meditation is so it's so vibrant. It's something that like we do need. We need to sit with our thoughts. Some people call it meditating. Some people call it sitting with their thoughts. Some people call it self-reflecting. Like
It's all meditation.
yeah, it's all meditation. You know what I mean? Like you need a time to yourself. You
Right.
need some of that alone time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that shit is beneficial. It's beneficial to sit and actually, okay, what am I going to do about this? You know, what am I going to do about that? Well, or it doesn't even have to be that. It could be, I actually like the fact that this turned out this way. Or anything. Just
Yeah.
kind of, talk to yourself in your head a little bit.
Yeah.
You need that.
Balance out your negatives and your positives for each day.
Yeah.
It only takes 5 or fucking 10 minutes.
Yeah, it ain't
You're
all-
gonna
it
be
ain't
on
all
social
fucking
media
bad.
for an hour.
And it's honestly, bro, like praying is just like meditation.
100%.
It's just like it. It's just, it's just, you're actually praying to an entity rather than, or you're speaking to an entity rather than speaking to yourself. And that's why this is kind of left field, but I do want to touch on it a little bit. The whole topic of, like, what is God? Like, is God an actual being, or, is God an actual entity? Is God an alien? Or is God, are you God?
Right.
Not to even be egotistic, but like, is your spirit connected to a higher power?
Right.
You know what I mean? So
And what
is that a
higher
whole thing?
power?
Yeah, and what is that higher power? And I won't jump off the edge and go too deep into that because this podcast isn't about that. But if you meditate and you speak to yourself, then you're kind of nurturing your own spirit, which makes you more aware of what's going on around you and who you are, and like how you plant your feet on this earth.
Yeah.
And I just think it'll be beneficial for you.
And
to sum it up.
And my thought process on the whole thing is saying that, when people always say, oh, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. When you're a younger child, it's like,
That's what you need to hear.
that's what you need to hear. But as you get older, that everything's going to be okay turns into, nigga, no, it's not. But imagine intensifying and feeling that same comfort you felt as a child when your parents told you everything's going to be okay as an adult. By you simply talking to yourself, meditating and thinking. You don't got to talk out loud.
No.
Because I know nowadays everybody going to be like, oh, he weird, he talk out loud. Those are the people who say that people are weird for talking out loud. Those are the people who really got to work on some
Who
shit.
need it the most.
Who need it the most.
But you do have weird motherfuckers that be talking out loud though. Cause I was walking down Stevens Creek not too long ago when I went to go get the car service.
That's different.
And this lady was wilding. She was going
Yeah.
bad on somebody. I don't know who it was.
It was nobody there.
It was nobody there. It was just her and her buggy.
That's meth.
She was wow.
I'm telling you niggas about meth. That shit's fire. Like,
No,
it's
meth
amazing.
is not fire. Look,
it's fire,
if you're going through some shit.
Wait,
in
don't
life,
do it. Don't do it.
Do meth.
Don't do
You
it.
know what I mean?
Don't do
There's
it.
a lot of the weed. Do weed. I
yeah.
support that.
Don't do meth.
Smoke weed.
Or heroin.
Smoke.
Meth and heroin.
Smoke
Don't
weed.
do it.
You feel me?
Bro, I lost like 4 viewers. I said meth. Fucking Tin Man today we seen when we were leaving the bike shop. What was he doing? Talking
Meth.
to himself.
Doing meth.
He's definitely doing meth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I probably sold it to him. You feel? But yeah.
You hot, man.
I feel like that was pretty good. Quarantine talk, positive, negative. So we can close this one out too, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
To
unless
sum
you
it
got
up-
any other thoughts.
To sum it up entirely, man.
You got any church announcements?
I don't have any church announcements. But during this time, literally, who knows when we gonna get this much free time ever again?
Facts.
Who knows?
Facts.
So no matter what the fuck your financial situation is, no matter what the fuck your mental health is, try to enjoy it.
Preach.
Because when niggas go back to work,
Oh,
niggas is gonna hate their fucking job. If you thought you hated it before, you gonna hate it now because
Fact.
you've been off for 3 weeks.
months.
Or if it makes
Yeah.
it 3 months, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah.
fam, enjoy this shit. Go on
Yes.
walks, man. Call people you don't normally call.
Yeah, I ain't calling nobody, but go ahead.
Or just interact with people.
I hear
You
you.
know
I
what
hear
I'm
you.
saying?
I
Like
hear
you never fucking know.
Right.
Like talk to people. Don't be, you know what I mean? Don't be all
Don't be
weird.
weird,
and shit.
bruh.
Don't be weird, my nigga.
Yeah.
Enjoy this. And maybe you don't want to talk to people. You fine, you don't. But enjoy it.
I
Do
hear
your
you.
best to enjoy this shit.
I hear you. That was beautiful.
Period.
I appreciate you.
Word.
If we had a clap thing, I would clap.
Yeah, we need to get one of those. What's the name? So
Sure.
I guess it's shot
Soundboards.
time now. You know what I mean? So
Taking goodbye
if
shots.
y'all got any viewers at home got any alcohol around them, I
Yeah.
think now would be the time to take a shot.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Do what you do.